Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. Welcome to the Spine Ticks After Party. Got some great stuff to share with you tonight. I didn't have any TTM returns this week. I haven't really sent any out since the start of July, so it was sort of expected. But I do have a contest win from Don Blomdahl I'll be showing. I also have a couple singles that I purchased off of eBay. I'll be showing a complete set of 1938 Godfrey Phillips ships that have made history. And I'll be showing a couple more groups from the 1936 Reemtsma Olympic cards. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with the contest win from Don Blomdahl. So at the end of every month, he does a contest where all the people that come to his lives, which are 2 o'clock Pacific, Tuesday through Friday, and those that show up at the beginning of his stream, he does a little mini game with a pinball machine, and it's a baseball pinball machine. And based on how well you do on the game, you get a number of entries into his end of the month giveaway. And I was fortunate enough to win his giveaway from last month. So he sent me this, and I haven't opened this up, so let's go ahead and see. All right, so his giveaway from last month was a pack of 2023 Top Series 2. This is pretty cool. I haven't opened any of this up, so here's the little note, Sensei Domino 15. So thank you so much, Don. Really appreciate your generosity. This is super cool. So let's see what we get out of here. I want to save the wrapper. I don't buy a whole lot of this new stuff, so definitely want to save that. So let's see. It looks like we have some sort of color. Looks like it's backwards, so let's do this. Save that for the end. So we got Robinson Chirinos, Gene Segura, Yainer Diaz, rookie, so that's nice. Michael Waka, Brian Reynolds, Kodai Senga, that's cool. Aaron Savali, Nick Madrigal, Josh Bell, Bryce Johnson, that's a rookie. We've got Andres Jimenez, Luis Castillo. Oh, so I guess there's 2 cards here. Hold on, I'll just go ahead and show this. This is looks like Ozzie Smith Legends of the Game. Oh, that's nice. I've never seen this insert. Big Ozzie Smith fan. That's really cool. Love that. That's definitely a hit. And the last card is Bailey Falter, rookie card. I think that's all the rookies. Let me double check, make sure I didn't miss any rookies. It doesn't look like I did. Okay. So that was pretty nice. Definitely the best hit was that Ozzie Smith. But we got, looks like, 4 rookie cards. So we got Ozzie Smith, Bryce Johnson, rookie, Kodai Senga, Yainer Diaz, and Bailey Falter. That was a nice pack. So if you aren't subscribed to Don Blomdahl, definitely go check out his channel. Fantastic content. I really enjoy watching it. If I get home from work in time, I definitely try to pop into the stream and watch it. It's really fun, and you should definitely check it out. All right, let me move that out of the way. So next I'll show some of the singles that I picked up this week. I didn't pick up many. It's only 4 of them. But these are some really cool cards. Really excited to get these. So let me start with these. These are actually the oldest cards that I picked up this week, and these are second oldest cards in my collection, I guess. So these are from 1888. These are N11 Allen and Ginter Flags of States and Territories. And this is the nicest one. This is New Jersey. It's pretty sharp. It's got a little bit of corner wear right here. It's obviously off center, but gorgeous looking card. The back is pretty clean. I do have the Texas flag from this right here. This is also from that set, but it's got some paper loss from where it was pasted in an album, and these don't have any paper loss. And this was sort of an opportunistic buy. These normally go for, depending on the condition, usually between $20 and $50. I don't know how many sell for that price, but they generally are listed between $20 and $50. And I found these for about $3 a piece, and I couldn't pass them up. And I also got this Iowa. So really happy to get these. This is a little nasty on the back, but still has some really nice eye appeal. No creases on either of these. This definitely has a lot more corner wear than the New Jersey, but definitely happy to get these. I don't know. I might, pick up a couple more of these if the opportunity presents itself. But very happy to pick these up. All right, so next, I've been wanting this card for a while. This is, let me check my notes. So this is a 1935, I'm going to butcher this, but I think it's Patrio Sporting Events and Stars. This is the Cinderella Man, Jimmy Braddock, and this is his rookie card. He also has another card. I think it's In the Public Eye, from the In the Public Eye set, and I have that one as well. I definitely wanted to pick this up. And it's in pretty nice shape. There is like a manufacturer, like a little something or other right here on the card. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, it's got a little like a printing defect or something right there. Guess you can see it a little bit right here. But otherwise, it's a really nice looking card. Very happy to get this. And the last one, and the one that probably has the most interesting story. Let me get my notes here. And I did not even know this existed. So I'm going to start this by saying I didn't know about this individual until I saw a video on my friend Ryan. He's got a channel called History Through Cards, and he did a two-part video on this individual, and I found it really fascinating. And the card that he showed in that video, let me see if I wrote it down. I didn't write it down, but I think it's 1914 Ogden cigarettes. I think it's like Famous Jockeys or something like that. And he showed a card from that set. And so I've been looking for that card for a couple months. There's actually 3 of them on eBay. I don't like the price, but I'd like to pick that up in the future. But I've been looking up basically the individual's name, and I stumbled upon this card. I've never seen this card after looking for a year for this individual. And I finally decided to buy one of his cards, and really happy that I did. I've never seen this one. Super excited to get it. And this is from 1902. This is Ogden's Guinea Gold. And this is Lord Carnarvon. It says Lord Carnarvon and his jockey McIntyre. And so he was basically a racehorse owner. And that's his jockey, obviously. This is Lord Carnarvon. But what he's most known for is he was the financial backer of Howard Carter's search and excavation of Tutankhamun's tomb. And to give you a little bit of background behind that, so he was granted permission to search in the Valley of the Kings for King Tut's tomb, which eventually they discovered. And the story goes, I guess, in March 1923, Carnarvon suffered a severe mosquito bite that became infected after a razor cut, and he eventually died less than a month later, reportedly due to blood poisoning that progressed to pneumonia. But newspapers speculated that the curse of Tutankhamun, or the mummy's curse, could have been the cause of Carnarvon's death, which was further fueled by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's suggestion that Carnarvon's death had been caused by elementals created by King Tut's priests to guard the royal tomb. There's also more modern speculation from researchers that his cause of death could have been caused by toxic black spores within the tomb. However, more recent studies have shown that others involved in the tomb's discoveries did not have a shorter life expectancy, and none of the others, I guess there were 25 others, were actually affected in the months following the entry into the tomb. So whatever you want to believe about the story, I definitely find it fascinating. And, there's a great Wikipedia write-up on it. But really happy to get this card. It's a super clean card, especially for 1902 with the black borders. There's a little touch up here, a little touch down at the bottom corner right here and here, but otherwise super nice card, clean back. Really happy to find this. I didn't even know this existed. In fact, Ryan wasn't familiar with any other cards, I think, from Lord Carnarvon other than the one from 1914. So really excited to find this, and this has got to be scarce at the very least. And so definitely happy to get this and add it to the collection. All right. So next, we are going to move on to... So this next set, this is from 1938. This is the Godfrey Phillips Ships That Have Made History set. And I'm really excited to get this. I didn't actually know this existed until I discovered the existence of another card, which I don't really want to talk about now. I'll talk about it later on. But after finding that one and seeing how much it sells for, I started looking for other copies of a card, and I discovered this set, and I had to have it. So let me go ahead and get started. So sort of the orientation of these cards are kind of sporadic throughout, so I've got them in the top loaders in different ways, but let's go ahead and get started. So there's the front, and this is an Egyptian ship. Card number 1. This is a 36 card set, and love the artwork on these. Go ahead and give you a better shot at the back in case you want to read that. All right, next, this is a Roman war galley. Next, this is a Viking ship. Next, this is a Crusaders ship. All right, next, this is one you're probably familiar with. This is the Santa Maria. Some of these are definitely in better shape than others, and this one looks really nice. As you can see on the back, it says this surface is adhesive. But there's definitely no sticky on it left. All right, next, this is the Raphael. Next, this is the Matthew. Next, this is, I don't know how you say this, probably Henri Grace Adieu. Next, this is the Vittoria. Next, this is the Golden Hind. I think these cards are really cool. All right, next we have the Ark Royal. Next, this is the Revenge. Another really nice card. Next, this is the Half Moon. Next, this is another one I'm sure you've heard of. This is the Mayflower. Next, this is the Sovereign of the Seas. Next, this is the Heemskirk. Next, we have the Naseby. Next, this is the Captain. Next, we have the Torbay. Next, this is the Centurion. Next, this is the Terrible. Next, this is the Victory. Next, this is the Endeavor. Next, we have the HMS Bounty. Next, we have the Investigator. Next, this is the Comet. Next, we have the Savannah. Next, we have the Great Eastern. Next, we have the Cutty Sark. Next, we have the Discovery. Definitely be looking into more of these ships as I have time, reading about their story. But this one needs no introduction. This is the main reason, the only reason really, that I bought this set. There was one card that was produced of this card before this set that is known, according to the trading card database and the research that I've done. It was put out in 1909 to 1911 by Cadbury Chocolates. It was one card, and it was called The Largest Steamers in the World. And that card goes for thousands of dollars. This card does not, and it's in all likelihood the second card produced of this very famous ship. Everybody will know what it is. And it's the Titanic. Really cool to have a card of the Titanic from 1938. And it's in fantastic shape. And for really a small fraction of what the Cadbury Chocolates card goes for. But also that Cadbury Chocolates card came out before the Titanic sunk. And this one came out, obviously, several years afterwards. But really, really excited to get a Titanic card into my collection. Just a beautiful looking card. All right, so next we have the Emden. Next we have a Q ship. Just a few more cards in the set. Next we have the HMS Hood. Next, we have the Normandy. And the last card of the set, and certainly a notable one, we have the Queen Mary. I've actually seen this ship in person in Long Beach. I have a picture somewhere. I took a trip to California in 2006 and have several photos of this ship. I was wanting to show it during the video, but I just can't seem to find them. But this is really cool to get as well. And there's a lot of people that sort of believe the ship's haunted. But definitely a cool card to have. All right, so that's the 1938 Godfrey Phillips ships that have made history set. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing that. All right, so the last things I'm going to show are a couple of groups of the 1936 Reemtsma Olympic cards that I've been showing. These are actually the last two groups that I have. And I'm actively looking for more, but I haven't found any good deals lately. So this is all I have for now. This first group, these are large photos, and quite a few of them are in rough shape. Didn't pay a whole lot for these. There are some that are all right, I guess, but for the most part, these are in rough shape. But the imagery is nice. So hopefully these show up on the camera, but I might have to adjust it. Let me go ahead and see. So yeah, let me raise my camera up just a little bit. Sorry if this makes anybody dizzy. Hopefully that's okay. Let me get a little bit higher. All right, so there we go. So this is Secretary of State, IR, Dr. Theodore Leuhold, President of the Organizing Committee for the 11th Olympiad in Berlin, 1936. And this card has some touches of paper loss on it. It's a little warped. A lot of these are. But there's not a whole lot of these larger cards in lots. Probably a pain to ship. So, just happy to sort of have these, I guess, placeholders, I guess. So next, this is, sorry for bumping the camera. This says 12 class runners were at the start of the 1,500-meter decider, including the two Germans, Schomburg and Bachter. Or Bacher. And this one doesn't have any paper loss, but it's a little warped. It's not too bad, I guess. So next, this one says, up until the second changeover, the 4x400 relay was a hard fight for the lead. Canada and U.S. were alternating ahead. Now, I'm not sure if I've been showing the back. But there's the German description. All right, next. This one definitely has some touches of paper loss right here. My guess is a couple of these probably stuck together at some point. This is Zenith Carpenter threw the discus 50.48 meters, setting a new Olympic record ahead of his compatriot Dunn and the Italian Aberweger. Still a pretty cool image. And Next, this is a great image, and this card's not in bad shape at all. This one says, the thrilling pole vault fight lasted 5 hours. Japan's OE and Nishida finished second and third with equal performances. Here jumps O. That's just a really cool image. And there's the back. This one's not in bad shape either. This is upright, powerful, and in good physical condition. Katei-san, the tough Japanese marathon runner, was the first to break the finishing line in the Olympic Stadium after 42 kilometers. This one's in okay shape. This one says, that was the dramatic moment that decided the women's relay. Dollinger and Miss Dorfelt want to change, so the Germans lose their baton. The arrow in the picture shows it, and a gold medal is almost certain to be gone. Okay, yeah, there's the arrow. Right there, so I guess she lost the baton. All right, next. A wonderful opening shot of the women's 100-meter freestyle final. Ria Massenbroek starts from block number 5. This one's a little warped, and I guess it does have some paper loss up at the top. Little specks of paper loss. This one's kind of a cool image. It's got some paper loss down at the bottom. This is Jeanette Campbell of Argentina, second in the 100-meter freestyle, behind Ria Massenbroek. Ria Massenbroek. Love this image. This one's a little warped, but it doesn't have any paper loss. A great image. This is Marshall Wayne, the high diving champion, makes one of his highly rated vaults. Next, a view of the Olympic regatta course in Grunau during the race of the lights, or the race of the eights. The boats in the final battle just before the goal. Couldn't read my handwriting. Yeah, there's a little paper loss right here, little specks of paper loss up there. bad at all. This is the start of the Canadian Twos over 10,000 meter on the first day of the Olympic Canoe Regatta. There is a little bit of something down there. Looks like ink splotches or something. Not sure what that is. This is a cool image. It's a shame that this has quite a bit of paper loss. You can see up at the top. A cool image. Love these boxing photos. This is the German Olympic heavyweight champion, Herbert Runge of Elberfeld, in his heavy fight against Lovell of Argentina. Next, this one definitely has paper loss up at the top as well. A cool image. This says, the strong participation made it necessary to wrestle on two mats at the same time in the Dutchland Hail. Dutchland Hall. It says right there, Deutschland Hall. Not sure how you say that, but cool imagery. This says, the Italian corner in the Olympic Stadium enthusiastically followed the Olympic champions' fight against Austria. Flags were waved, and every advance by the Italians was accompanied by cheers. And this one has some pretty bad paper loss right up here in the corner. Definitely a nice action shot right there. I guess there's some specks of paper loss there too. So this says, Peru's team was considered by the experts to be one of the strongest teams in the tournament. Here the South Americans play against Austria. This one has paper loss in that corner as well. Some little specks right there. This is the German national handball team stormed into the Olympic arena for the final to the cheers of hundreds of thousands. And this was the card that I was most excited to get. Unfortunately, it has some significant paper loss. Little specks over on the side. This is one of the earliest basketball cards that I know of. And boy, was I hoping this was in better condition. But really cool image. It's got specks of paper loss right here. It's pretty significant. There was another card set that came out this year as well that also has a basketball card. But from what I've seen, these 1936 basketball cards are some of the first to be created. So definitely happy to at least have this as a placeholder. And we'll definitely be looking to get another copy of this in the future. This says, a magnificent fight scene from the Philippines versus Mexico basketball game. and then it says 32-30. So I'm not sure if that's the final score or the time of the game. I'm not really sure. But really cool image. And one of the earliest basketball cards you will see. All right, this one looks to be in okay shape other than a little warping. It says 27 nations provided their representatives for the 100-kilometer road race, which started on the Avis and led back through the North Gate. That's a pretty cool image. And just a couple more, two more of these large cards. This one has paper loss right here, little specks, but you can't really see it with the crowd right there that's missing. But this says, as a sporting conclusion, the big hunting competition, the prize of the nations, took place on the last day of the games in the Olympic Stadium. And the last card from this group, this says, the colonnade of the Olympic Stadium offers this wonderful architectural picture. And that is pretty cool. Got the flags on the top. All right, so that is group number 59. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing those, even with several of them having some pretty bad damage, but still some great images. All right, so this one is group 61, also from band 2 of 1936. Let me go ahead and get my notes ready. And there are some really nice cards in here. Can't wait to show some of the bigger cards in this group 2 set for sure. Let me actually lower my camera back to a better height. Sorry, hopefully that doesn't make anybody dizzy. I apologize if that messes with you a little bit. Yeah, there we go. All right, so this says the Greek Olympic expedition led by Spyridon Loues, L-O-U-E-S, Loues, the marathon winner in Athens 1896 after the wreath-laying ceremony at the memorial in Berlin. Next, this says the International Olympic Committee leaves the Berlin Cathedral after the service on August 1st, 1936. There's the IOC. All right, next. The last man in the Great Olympic Torch Relay race carries the firebrand to the sacrificial bowl. There you go. There he is right there. All right, next. And so Kathy Kraus cried after our girl's bad luck. All right, this next card is pretty iconic image. Really happy to have this card in my collection. Just a legendary athlete. You've seen several of his cards from these sets before. But absolutely love this one. This is, of course, Jesse Owens. And it's interesting what it says on the back. Jesse Owens sets his unrecognized 10.2 seconds world record in Heat 2 of the second Heat series. So at the very least, this was unrecognized for the time. Really cool image. You've seen this image on several other cards of his. And just like the other one that I showed, that's I don't have that one, but this one right here, pretty iconic image, and a lot of people like to consider these sort of his rookie cards. But as I said in the previous video, he does have a card from 1935, so I don't have a problem calling these second-year Jesse Owens. But, there are some that consider this a rookie card, so really cool. Definitely happy to get that into the collection for sure. All right, next. This says, at the finish of the 400 meter, Archie Williams, USA, second from the left, right here, wins ahead of Brown, Great Britain, and Luvala of USA. I'm not sure if I showed the back of the Jesse Owens, so let me go ahead and do that just in case. And then go back to this one. All right, next. It says, with improbably long strides, Woodruff ran towards the goal of the 800 meter. And that's definitely a great image right there. All right, next, this is a pretty nice one right here. This is Forrest Towns, the Olympic champion in the 110 meter hurdles. And next, this is another Jesse Owens card. This says, first change of the 4x100 meter relay. Jesse Owens, fourth lane, has already conquered ground and passes the baton to Metcalf. Canada had curved template and is still in the front here. And so looking at this image right here, there is Jesse Owens right there. Give you a close-up of that. And Jesse Owens has one other card in this group. And here it is. And I love this image. It's fantastic. So this says, that was the 8.06 meter jump with which Jesse Owens broke the Olympic and world records. The two flags on the right show the two records that were skipped. And as you can see, There's the Olympic record and the world record, and then where Jesse Owens landed. I mean, he crushed that. Really cool image right here. Love this card. It's so nice. All right, next. The USA celebrated their best and most valuable success in the decathlon. The stars and stripes waved from all three masts. There you can see the three winners, Morris, Clark, and Parker, and the three American flags. That's just a cool image right there. That's another cool image here. Long jump in the decathlon. Erwin Huber of Germany jumps. It's a nice action shot. Erwin Huber. Next, it says, at the finish of the women's 100 meter, Helen Stevens tears through the finish line with a large lead. Behind her, Stella Walsowicz left and Kathy Kraus are fighting for second and third place. And there's Helen Stevens in the front. I believe she won 3 gold medals in these games, tied for the most. All right, next. These water shots are really interesting. It's the second one they've had in this set. It says, Jack Medica, the medical student from the USA, was a dashing fighter, America's best weapon in the heavyweight competitions against Japan's young record guard at the swimming pool. Next, a moment from the 1500 meter freestyle swim. Terada, the winner, is already back on the lane. Medica is still turning to the 9th lane length, which the umpire indicates on the board. The Japanese 4x200 meter world record relay, left to right. Sugiura, Arai, Yusa, and Taguchi. Hopefully I said that right. Sugiura, Arai, Yusa, and Taguchi. Next, exhausted from the 200 meter breaststroke battle, all competitors congratulate the winner, H. Machida of Japan, right. So I guess that's H. Machida. Or Mehata. Couldn't read my handwriting, I guess. H. Mehata. next, let me turn the page in my notes. This says German striker Schultz scores a goal in the Germany-Czechoslovakia game. Guess this is water polo. All right, next. Great Britain won with J. Beresford and L. Southwood of Thames, RC, in double sculls. And Germany again, Meyer, Voll, Gaber, and Solner, the winners in the Coxed Four. Next, it says the rowers of the Italian 8 look like daring pirates during training. That's pretty funny. Next, it says Sven Johansson and Eric Bladstrom took the gold medal for Sweden in collapsible 2. Next, boats in the 6-meter arc class feel strong breezes and choppy seas in the dashing race. This is a great image. Love the clouds. Very cool. The Olympic one-man dinghies go to the start in Kielinik. Another pretty cool image. Kielinil. Not sure how you say that. I like this image right here. The German champion, Miss Hedrig Hab, in the fight against Miss Thea Keller of Romania. I'm not sure if the last name is Hab. It's got a weird sort of character. I'm not sure how you say. There's the back. Hedwig Hab or something. All right, next. It says German boxer Willi Kaiser won the gold medal in the flyweight class. Next, Schaefer Germany, defeated the strong Yugoslav Fischer and won the silver medal. Olympic featherweight champion Anthony Terlazzo, USA, lifted a total of 312.5 kilograms. Interesting exotic spectators at the Germany India game. India beat Germany 8-1. According to this ratio, the three-time Olympic champions were superior in the game. The picture shows a delicate situation in front of the German goal. Conrad Frey, Germany, distinguished himself with his precise exercise on the horse, since and received the gold medal. Next, Ernst Ibbe Charlie Lorenz won a gold medal for Germany in the two-seater event. So I guess Ernst Ibbe and Charlie Lorenz. Another cool fencing image. In the pentathlon fencing, everyone fought against everyone else. The fighting lasted from morning until late evening. The two Germans, Handrick and Bromfeld, in combat. Romance at the Equestrian Games. A groom from Mexico waits in the background of the polo tournament. The dressage test was ridden on the Mirafeld in front of an expert audience. Sorry about the focus. There we go. Hauptmann Stubendorf won the gold medal in the eventing test on Nurmi. Wonder if that horse was named after Paavo Nurmi. Just a few more to go. Oberleutnant Kurt Haas on Torah won with a great ride in this big hunting competition. Not sure which way this goes, probably like that. Almost 1,500 representatives of the press from all countries of the world provided the world's newspapers with reports from the Olympics. The broadcaster in his cell, high above the stadium, which is filled with hundreds of thousands. Interesting, they call that a cell. And the last card of the group, you saw the other side of the medal last week. And this one says the Olympic medal obverse. So that's the other side. And that is Group 61 of the Reemtsma 1936 Bantu set. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing those. Hopefully I can get some of the cards that I'm missing from the sets that I do have, or hopefully I can find some of the sets that I've been unable to get so far. I know there's a few from the 1932 set I definitely need. I think there's one large card set, I think, from the 36, other than some singles and stuff. But to wrap up the video, I figure this is probably a good time to open up a few more packs of these 1991 Impel Olympic Cards Hall of Fame cards. So I'm not sure how many I have left in here. Let me see. Seems like I got about half a box here. Let's go ahead and open, let's go 6 packs. Why not? So I've already built a complete set of this, and I think I'm probably 5 or 10 cards away from a second set. So everybody that has watched my previous videos has probably already seen the backs of these cards, probably seen all the cards that I've shown, but go ahead and show these again. Some great names in here, great images. 1980 U.S. Olympic team ice hockey. And we got the 1964 U.S. Olympic team right there. Not sure if that's Bill Bradley or not. Might be. Charles Paddock. Dick Button. Great TTMer. Definitely need to send some of these out to him. All right, that's definitely Bill Bradley right there. So yeah, I guess the other one was number 5 as well. I think. Let me find it. Let me see. Yeah, so that was number 5 as well. So that is Bill Bradley. Basketball Hall of Famer. Definitely the best player on this squad. Leroy Walker. Another 1980 U.S. Olympic team card. Tracy Calkins. Wyoming Tyus. Bob Mathias, that's nice. Dan Gable, he's a great signer. Robert J. Kane. There we go. Sugar Ray Leonard, love that. And Ralph Boston. It's a nice pack. Really nice pack. Really nice pack. There's another card from the 1980 U.S. Olympic team. 1964 U.S. Olympic team, basketball. There we go. Babe Diedrichson. Love that. Tommy Kono. That's a great image right there. 1980 U.S. Olympic team. John B. Kelly Sr. Another nice 1980 U.S. Olympic team card. Charles Daniels. Bobby Joe Morrow. Coach Herb Brooks. That's cool. Jim McKay. Asa Smith Bushnell. John Davis. And Bob Beeman. Like that. All right, 4 packs to go. Looks like I'm opening this up upside down. Love that card on the back. Legendary Jim Thorpe. There we go. Looks like, look at this. Back-to-back Bob Beamans. W. Perry O'Brien. Still don't know how to say this. Alvin Cranesleen. 1964 U.S. Olympic team. Frank Shorter. Nice. Eric Hayden. Very nice. A couple of these. 1980 U.S. Olympic team. There's another Bill Bradley right there. 1964 U.S. Olympic team. Lee Calhoun. Patricia McCormick. Tenley Albright. Colonel F. Don Miller. And as we saw at the beginning, Jim Thorpe. Absolute legend. I would love to have a actual Jim Thorpe card, but they're way out of my price range. All right. 3 packs to go. So 1964 U.S. Olympic team. Willie Davenport. Scotty Hamilton. He signs through the mail. There's a nice photo of the 64 U.S. Olympic team. There's Bill Bradley right there. Another 1980 U.S. Olympic team. Mark Spitz. Really cool signature. Great signer through the mail. Legend. Frank Wyckoff. We've seen several of his cards in the Reemtsma sets. No, I guess we didn't have one today, I don't think. We had Forrest Towns, but I don't think we had Frank Wyckoff. Sammy Lee. Mary Lou Retton. Does sign through the mail off and on. William Simon. Ray Urey. I think that might be one I need. Mal Whitfield. I think that might be one I need. John Neighbor. 1980 U.S. Olympic team. All right, 2 to go. Oh, there's another Ray Urey. Another Mal Whitfield. John Neighbor. So far, a duplicate pack. 1980 U.S. Olympic team. There we go. We've seen this one, though. That's Bill Bradley. 1964 U.S. Olympic team. Charles Paddock. Dick Button, nice. Another 1964 U.S. Olympic team, Bill Bradley. It's only a 90 card set, so there's a lot of duplication in this box. Leroy Walker, 1980 U.S. Olympic team. Tracy Calkins, Wyoming Attias, Bob Mathias, Dan Gable. All right, the last card, our last pack. Hope everybody's enjoyed the video tonight. So next week, next Saturday, I will be doing my fantasy football draft live. So I will have a video, but I might not make it to the premiere. So I definitely apologize for that. But yeah, really looking forward to that fantasy football draft. So hopefully everybody enjoys the show next week. And I'll try to make it back in time for sure. We got Ralph Boston, Debbie Meyer, Edwin Moses, nice. 1964 U.S. Olympic team, Willie Davenport, Scott Hamilton again. Another 1964 U.S. Olympic team. Another 1980 U.S. Olympic team. Another Mark Spitz. Another Frank Wyckoff. Another Sammy Lee. Another Mary Lou Retton. Another William Simon. And another Wei Yuri. I think we had 3 of those. So that's the rip for this week. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the sets and the pack rip at the end. I'd like to thank Don Blomdahl for that great pack and for the awesome generosity. Definitely go check out his channel. Thanks everybody for coming to the Spine Ticks after party. I want to thank everybody for watching either the premiere or the replay. And until next time, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.